In all of religious history, no one was more right than the Pharisees. They were keepers and followers of the law, which they knew forward and backward. Yet they were so intent on being right that they missed the joy of being in the right. The same is true for many of us today. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan with a reflection on life and liberty. There is an unfortunate tendency in each of us, especially those of us in and around politics and public policy, to be right. I see this all the time. I see it in myself, my circle of friends, culture at large, and throughout history. The first century zealots in Israel were zealous for their zeal. What, besides independence from Rome, were they exactly hoping to achieve with their zeal was a bit murky. But they were zealous. Consider this. When the Romans encircled Jerusalem in 70 A.D., various factions inside the city began fighting for dominance. They began burning each other's food supplies. Why? Because they were more concerned with being right than loving their neighbors. It's way too easy to do very wrong things when pursuing recognition for being right. Political purity czars are a lonely lot, and they're rarely as pure as they perceive themselves to be. They trade the joy of warm camaraderie for the faint praise of self-congratulations. Let me suggest that it's more important for us to be in the right. That is, we should be less concerned with proving ourselves to be righteous than we are in living out our lives righteously in a spirit of humility. When seeking admiration for being right, we're serving ourselves. In working to be in the right, we're serving something greater and more meaningful. Among my favorite passages of Scripture is Joshua 15. On the eve of battle, Joshua saw a mighty warrior on the plains of Jericho near their camp. Joshua went up to the man and asked, "Are you for us or for our enemies?" The reply, "Neither. But as commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come." Wow. Joshua wanted to be right. That is, he wanted to be sure he was on the same side as the mighty warrior. This warrior, though, tossed Joshua's assumptions. My side, my enemy's side. He tossed those to the wind. He reminded Joshua of the higher calling of being a leader on God's side. The same is true for each of us. Rather than striving to be right, we should make sure we are in the right. It is from that position that we will find maximum effectiveness and joy as citizens in the fight for our republic. If you like today's Reflections podcast, be sure to subscribe, rate it, and leave a review, and encourage your friends to listen. The Reflections podcast is presented by Texas Scorecard, and today's edition was produced by Walker York in the 1836 studios. I'm Michael Quinn Sullivan. Thanks for listening.